See the screen.
Yes.
All right. So this is something that I thought was pretty exciting. So this is something that PCS is starting to do, and they have this join the revolution, put the collect back in collectibles. They also have this right here. The collectibles revolution is coming. Any idea what this could be, guys? Any clue?
So first time I'm seeing this.
Me too.
I would make a guess of low edition sizes again.
That could be interesting. I know that, they've announced some things, like they announced like an NBA license, which some people are excited about. They announced some other licenses that they've acquired. I don't know what they are. People were also asking about like the wrestling license, and I believe Ant said that license is done now. Like they're not going to do any more pieces. But still really exciting for them. I'm hoping, that they come out with a big announcement.
I can answer your question, sort of.
Okay.
Matt from PCS says low edition sizes.
Okay.
New ways to purchase and buy into lines you like.
Okay.
Continued adherence to rare licenses. The red fist is just a graphic. It's not a clue to anything.
Okay.
Many more details to come. Big changes and investments at PCS, all geared towards focusing on collectors.
She said new ways to purchase a statue.
Do you think that means like a membership type thing?
I was thinking like renting them or something.
I don't know what it means.
I can see if
buying in,
New ways to purchase and buy into lines you like.
Almost like a commodity in some ways.
Do you think it's like a Kickstarter type thing?
That's what it smells like. Yep.
Yeah, I was going to say like a Kickstarter. Like, I know that like Hasbro does that with like G.I. Joe stuff. And it's been very, very successful producing some things that people have really wanted. So I could see like, let's say that they like, hey, we've got this license. If you really want this, let's do a Kickstarter. I don't know. Maybe it'll be something like that and kind of buy into the company.
Yeah.
It's cool.
Interesting.
I like it. Yeah.
Well, anyway, we'll keep you guys posted if we hear anything, but I thought that was pretty awesome news. And again, Jeff, thanks for the updated information, because I had not heard that either. So thank you very much.
Mm-hmm.
Here we have some in-hand photos of that life-size Joker that I was talking about earlier. Again, I am going to be able to review this one, but opted to not keep it. I might be kind of kicking myself because it does look awesome. But what do you guys think of these photos?
I think from a creepiness factor standpoint, it gives your life-size Joker over your left shoulder there, Chris, a run for its money.
Yeah.
Looks like he's killing them.
It's pretty creepy.
It's terrifying.
Yeah, it really is.
It really is. Of course, it captures the Killing Joke, obviously, Brian Boland. Very, very cool. Obviously, they've addressed things like the white arm, and I know the owner's very, very excited to get this thing out to collectors. It looks like it's going to start shipping. I know that I was already charged. I paid in full when I bought it. And so again, I have sold this to another collector, and they've already purchased it for me, but was kind enough to say, hey, I want you to review it for the channel. So very excited to be able to bring this one to you guys, but I think it looks really great. It's fun. What do you guys think of the idea of like more life-size comic book pieces?
Sure. Why not?
Yeah.
Especially at that price point.
Yeah. Not everybody wants movie statues, so this is great.
Yeah, definitely offers the life size, definitely a wow factor and a creepy factor, like Dan said.
I made the comment to you guys that this looked cheap to me, and then I just put a lot of thought into it after I said that, and I think it's because I'm so used to seeing the movie statues with the like the silicone and the the crazy lifelike characteristics of an actor or actress, but it just brought me back. I'm looking at my own Joker bust. I'm like, it's the same thing. It's made out of like fiberglass. It looks cool in person. They're affordable, so I think it's cool that they're bringing back comic.
I think the problem with these two are that like when you blow anything up so big, it just loses a little something. Like it loses a little bit of detail, especially when you're talking about a comic book piece. And so I think that's why I don't prefer the larger scales as much. Sometimes because of that, but there is no doubt that like it looks great. I mean, I think it looks awesome.
Yeah, I did
know, it'd
see
be a
other
great-
photos that looked like you could see the pores in the Joker's skin and everything looks a lot better. Yeah. Sorry, Jeff.
You know, it'd be a great display is to have this one with him taking a picture of the Sideshow life-size Harley bust, the comic one.
That would be funny.
She's kind of
That'd be cool.
smiling
Yeah,
like
that's true.
someone's taking a picture of her.
It would be a great setup. It would be.
I was telling you should aim it out your window so the neighbors can.
Oh my gosh, terrifying, terrifying. But anyway, you can see that it's got some great detail there. Obviously, and this is the life-size hat, so it does show that it really is life-size.
Yeah.
That was pretty funny. All right, let's move on to this guy right here. So we did get our very first tease of the Two-Face. What do you guys think about what you're seeing so far?
I think a lot of people are going to be pretty happy.
Yeah, it looks awesome.
Looks
far,
like
Looks like it's going to be cool.
we're getting the black and white suit. I do have some details about this piece. Unfortunately, I can't share it yet, but again, Chad said that hopefully May we'll be able to see more of this. And again, from what I've seen, I think people are going to be very, very happy. There is still question about whether it's going to be quarter scale or 6 scale or both. I would think that Sideshow would be smart here and say, hey, let's do quarter scale because it's never been done. I think there's definitely some interest there. And so fingers crossed we will get it in quarter scale again, hopefully within the next month. We'll know for sure. But I do think that collectors are going to be really happy with this one. And again, finally offer a Two-Face that's a comic book version. Long overdue. Long overdue.
Yeah.
Do you think we'll get a gun?
I was just thinking that.
You know, I would love to see it. I don't see it happening, but I'm hoping I'm proven wrong. Because again, it is frustrating. I know American companies have been very frustrated that other worldwide licenses are able to do it and the United States aren't. So I don't know if things have changed. It's been a minute since I've had some of those conversations, so I don't know, but fingers crossed. I would love to see a revolver in his hand. That's for sure.
Or a Tommy gun?
Oh, a Tommy gun would be great. Be great. All right, here's Dan's statue right here. Well, not Dan's, but Dan, the one Dan's getting. Man, he looks.
I love these pictures.
I do too. They just came out today. I think every head sculpt looks great. This is the Pattinson one. We also have, man, I love this one.
That's awesome.
That one looks awesome.
That's awesome.
You know, after seeing these today, I am considering getting this instead of the Pattinson one I've ordered. I just don't know what to do. I don't need them both, but man, this looks so good.
The Pattinson one may be the first Batman statue that I more often than not leave the uncowled head or portrait on the statue.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because it's really good.
It's that good. I mean, holy cow.
That's the third portrait right there. Love the texture on the cape.
And this one
so
came, you had the option, right, between a sculpted and a fabric cape?
Yes.
good. Yes. This is the sculpted, which I prefer the sculpted. I like this.
Yep.
It just looks so gnarled and tattered. It looks great.
So I'm guessing that giant shipping charge that we talked about is for the sculpted cape.
Yeah, good point.
I can't imagine though, because I think that sculpted cape is going to be that lightweight material, like the I always refer to the Scarecrow's skirt.
Yep.
We had on the Arkham.
Yeah, but it's like Chad said, it's not the weight.
It's the size of the
It's
box.
the size of it.
Could even be 2 boxes, you know.
Yep, you might be right. But man, it looks so good.
Actually,
So
that might
good.
be weird. If they did 2 boxes, one for this. No, it's probably 1 box. I think.
But
They ever do something like that where like one was sculpted and one was fabric and one came with an extra box and one didn't? I feel like they would just do one.
I think the Hush Huntress was 2 boxes on both, if I'm not mistaken.
yeah, I think it was.
Oh,
Because
even
I've had both
fabric?
versions, and I think so.
Huh.
But man, this looks
Same with the Superman.
this,
It looks
this,
so good.
this is so tempting. Really tempting. Anyway, it's obviously kind of starting to ship. I think it'll actually start shipping to everybody within the next month or so. We got the full reveal of the Infinity Studios life-size Henry Cavill Joker. I'm sorry, Henry Cavill Superman. I don't know why I said Joker. Gee, Merry Christmas. I guess I'm looking at a life-size Heath Ledger Joker right across from me. But what do you guys think of this one?
I like it.
I think it looks really good.
Yeah.
I think there are certain angles I mentioned in my hit or miss video that I feel like there's certain angles that are just okay to me. I do like the light up feature. I think that's really impressive looking. I'm curious how they'll do that through the glass eyes, but I think it's pretty neat. That right there looks pretty good to me.
That's all. Yeah.
That I don't feel like it looks as good.
It doesn't look as much like him from that angle.
No.
Again, it's just
That
certain angles.
The hair looks better there too.
Yeah. Different photos have him kind of looking different. Like this first one, it looks really different with the hair kind of all down. But I think the hair looks good.
Yeah.
Obviously, the pose is really cool with the two hands. I think if you want a pissed off black suit Superman, this is the way to go.
That looks good.
Yeah.
Right there.
And again, it's got the light up feature in the base as well, which is nice. It's got the little Superman key that pops out. I don't know if that's what turns it on and off.
That'd be
Somebody
cool.
suggested that it might be. I thought that was kind of neat. But looks good to me.
Is this the one where they had the full baby inside of the base?
No, that is the Queen Studios.
Oh, okay.
I had that kind of that rubber baby in there. There's that Superman key. I don't know if that's the on and off, but people are speculating it is because it's in when it's on.
Yeah.
But it's out when it's off.
Oh, okay.
That's cool.
That'd be cool.
I know
that
that's what lights up that little whatever it is, the pram chamber for the baby.
Okay.
That's also lit up, and it's that key that activates that light.
Okay. So that makes sense if they did that.
Yeah.
Again, life size here. It is around the $4,000 mark. I did put this one in. I thought this was kind of cool to see them side by side. I do think the Queen Studios looks more like Henry Cavill to me. He's on your right. What do you guys think compared to the two?
I agree with that. Though the expression is very different, so it's a little bit hard to tell if it's fair to say.
I don't know.
Yeah, I often think we see a lot of rather stoic, expressions because they're easier to capture.
Yeah.
I think that one on the left, I give him credit for even trying to do that. That's pretty difficult.
Yeah.
There's a lot going on in that expression.
Yes, there is.
But the Queen looks outstanding. I would agree that in this, the one on the right wins for me.
Yeah. This came out of nowhere. What do you guys think of this thing?
Yeah, this is cool.
So what do we
Lots of
think this is?
potential there.
Yeah, this was teased by Sideshow. And I couldn't even find it on Sideshow's website the day it was teased. I don't know where people found it.
They
But
teased it on Facebook.
it's on there now. And so this is we're assuming it's going to be fifth scale
Mm-hmm.
to go along with like the Joker and Harley and the Catwoman and Batman they did.
Mm-hmm.
But what a fun pose here. And we believe it's going to be very similar to what Iron Studios did. So I was kind of surprised with this pose because they're doing, what scale is theirs? Is theirs 6 scale?
1/6. Theirs
Yeah.
is a 6. Yeah.
So this would be a little bit bigger. But I'm excited to see this. I think this will be a really fun piece.
Yeah, it's all about the portraits. I'm really curious on the portraits.
Yep, that's going to be key. Look at this. So this is the blue variant. I think this looks phenomenal.
Yeah.
Right.
Um,
Looks good.
I'm not a blue Batman collector, but if I was going to have one, this is the one I'd have. I still prefer my black, but I think this looks great. I think it turned out really great.
It looks like they might have changed the color of the suit too. It looks more grayish, like a
A
brownish.
little lighter gray.
Lighter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so too. I think it's definitely lighter because I'm looking at mine now and it's such a darker gray.
Ours is like a bluish gray.
And did they make the belt more yellow?
Yeah, it kind of looks like it too. Yeah.
No, I think it's still gold.
You
I
do?
think that's still the same. Looking at mine, I think it's what's on my screen matches what's in person to me.
Okay.
So I think it's the same.
Yeah, I have a light on mine.
So Joe Vane just texted me and said that he looked up the Prime 1, the Batman Art Edition, and it's 2 boxes.
Ah, wow. There you go.
Okay. Well,
Thanks, Joe.
That explains some of it. Again, probably the cape. Well, anyway, this is looking great.
All right, never mind.
What about
No,
this?
I thought the smoke was going in a different direction. I'm just seeing things.
No. Everything should be exactly the same. And I believe all the different portraits were offered with it, I think. If I remember right.
I just switched mine up yesterday to the different chest emblem and a different, like the bearded portrait.
Nice. It's such a fun. I love this piece. No regrets. This I don't know if you lightened this up, Eric, or not, but somebody did.
I think it was Matt.
So this is the new Bane from XM Studios. So this will be a classic Bane. This will be quarter scale. A lot of little potential there. I think it kind of reminds me of the old Sideshow one a little bit. Any excitement there? Any excitement there from you guys?
I'm happy to see they're still continuing the line.
Yeah.
Because it was kind of crickets for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah. True.
But I'm excited to see the reveal. Be cool.
Hello.
Yeah, hello. Here's some Zatanna pictures right here. Again, I just think she turned out really beautiful.
Yeah, the portrait looks way better. Did the prototype have that yellow eyeshadow as well, like that gold eyeshadow? I just noticed that, like on Jeff's review.
I think it was a little more subtle, maybe.
Yeah. That's nice.
Dan, we lost your camera again.
He might be gone. He shot his mic too.
No.
Speaking of yellow, I did send my Dark Knight Returns premium format back to Sideshow. They said it shouldn't be yellowing like that, although I've heard from other collectors that a lot of collectors do have the yellow. And so I received my replacement on Monday. So I guess we'll see.
Good.
Yeah, we'll see if that batch is. I mean, the whole batch could be yellow. Who knows? So I guess we'll see.
I think it was in Jeff's group. Someone had one where the lightning bolt cracked in half. So,
I saw that. That was awful.
I'm curious to see if they make him break it. I want to see like what's inside that lightning bolt.
I can't imagine them asking them to send that back. They can't replace that.
I've never had Sideshow ask me to break a statue, though.
I have.
I did once.
Okay.
What's funny is it's hard to break a statue when you're trying to break a statue.
Yeah, they're very difficult to break.
I've taken a sledgehammer to one. You would think it would shatter, and it does not.
You drop it on the floor, it breaks. But if you try to hit with the hammer, it doesn't break.
It's crazy. I love the what do you call this thing? The corset, or I don't know. I love that detail on that.
Yeah, how's
that gold in person, Jeff?
It's really nice. Let me look here. Yeah, it looks pretty much like it does in the photo.
Nice.
The light really catches it though, which is nice, and it kind of matches the edge of the tablecloth as well.
Yeah, beautiful. Is it real fishnets?
Yeah.
Nice.
That's the only fabric part of the whole statue.
Sideshow does always such a nice job with that. I don't know how they are able to achieve it, but they kick butt on it.
I originally had the XM on pre-order. I kind of feel like I like this one better now.
I like this one better. I do. I agree. I like it better.
It's really grown on me.
Oh, no.
And it's just so different. Look at that.
Yeah.
I think all three Zatannas that we got came out really nice.
Yeah, their first one's phenomenal. I still love that.
It's going to be funny because eventually I'm going to have XM Swamp Thing with Sideshow Zatanna with Prime 1 Constantine.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Isn't that something?
The Justice League Dark represented all across the board there. That's really cool.
And I think they'll look really good together.
I do too.
Yeah.
I mean, we saw that picture of her next to Swamp Thing, and they looked phenomenal together.
Yeah.
How do you feel Sideshow quality compares against the XM quality when you're mixing these lines?
I don't know. That's a tough one. It depends on the piece. I think that Swamp Thing is one of their best.
I do too.
I'm glad that Zatanna isn't more busy than it needs to be. I like the simplicity of it. And I think it still works next to a much more complex piece like Swamp Thing.
Mm-hmm.
Good point.
Absolutely. Anyway, beautiful pictures of her. Let's talk about Penguin. So since our last show, we just saw a teaser of him. We were speculating whether there would actually be penguins under the water, and there are. But I ordered this day one. Cannot wait for this piece. What do you guys think of this one now that we've seen a little bit more of him? Obviously, there is cut and sew. No other swap outs, though. But and sculpted by Maria, of all people.
That was a shocker, wasn't it?
Shocker to me. Like, absolutely, because she does such beautiful pieces, and this is so grotesque.
Good for her.
Yeah, absolutely good for her. What do you guys think of it now that you've seen it fully revealed?
Love it.
I think it came out really good.
I think it's very well done. I do wish it had a different head sculpt. I think just something a little bit more classic.
So someone on Statue Forum made a pretty good point, which I kind of agree with. The Penguin has always kind of had a thing where people said, how could the Penguin ever defeat Batman? You know, he just seems like kind of a goofy character.
Right.
And so they were comparing the Prime 1 Penguin to this one. And they said, you look at the Prime 1 Penguin, and it's very classic looking. And you get that same feeling. How could this guy ever defeat Batman? Then you look at the Sideshow one, you're like, that's the Penguin.
Yeah, right.
That thing is crazy maniacal.
It is.
That guy can beat the Batman.
It is just like when you see this face right here, like it's terrifying. Like, yep.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
He is absolutely crazy. Definitely not a mayor candidate in this version.
Yeah. Right.
I know I ordered it. Who else ordered this one? Anybody?
Day one.
I almost
day one for Dan.
I'm thinking about it.
I'm still going with the Prime one. I think I haven't ordered it yet. I'm waiting for my points to accumulate.
Nice.
He really seems like he fits Sideshow's like monster theme though they've always had.
Like they even have like skulls and skeletons on the base and stuff.
Yeah, look at that.
Like Court of the Dead is coming to mind that you can easily put this next to that kind of collection. He just blends in.
Somebody was like complaining about the base, and it's like it doesn't make any sense. I'm like, yes, it does. Have you not seen Batman Returns? Like it's that sludge. He puts the bodies in there. Like he puts people in. Like remember when he brought out the dead hand? Like it's like this is a nod to that movie, which is great. I love the base. I think it's fun. Penguins are creepy, and again, just this face is just awesome. Just awesome. So anyway, congratulations to everybody that picked this one up, and thank you, Sideshow Collectibles, for finally making us a penguin. Now you better be getting on our Riddler. All right, so this I actually just did a video on this one today. This is a brand new one from Penguin X Toys and Limited Studio. They're the ones that did the Joker, the Killing Joke Joker that we were talking about earlier. I'm very excited that they're doing more characters. I was not a fan of this face sculpt at all, or the cape. I was kind of critical about the cape being a little bit short. Limited Studio actually responded to our video, and they said, thanks everybody for the feedback. We're going to tweak things. So they're going to, tweak the face and tweak the cape and, make it so people like it a little bit more. But what do you guys think of it as is right now? Are you guys into it, or do you kind of agree with me about the things I brought up?
The cape doesn't bother me, but yeah, the face, not that it's bad. It's just, I don't know. It's not my.
It looks small almost. That's like the first thing that comes to my mind. The body looks very bulky and big, which isn't a bad thing, but the size of the head just seems like he doesn't fit it.
Maybe a little bit small. Do you feel like it looks like Superman's head?
No.
No.
No, I don't either.
Depends what you're looking at. I mean,
It looks like, you know, when you open a comic of a character you really like and you don't like the art.
yeah, it's like
It's that feeling to me. This isn't really the Superman that really I like.
I think
Kinda
it's almost
like,
the hair, though, too.
it's like
throws me off.
the inside of the comic book. You know, like the inside of the comic book, everything's drawn very quick and doesn't quite look as good. That's what I get the feeling of.
This thing's huge, by the way. It's 42 inches tall and 26 inches wide and deep.
Wow.
This has started to ship, the Joker.
I'm surprised.
Yeah, it's crazy how fast they're getting these out. Saw this one in San Diego. I know Eric's getting this one, as am I. I know Dan had it at one point.
Yep.
And decided to opt for the Tweeterhead piece, but I think he looks like he's turned out great.
He does.
It seems like delays are a thing of the past at the moment, because a lot of their newer pieces have had 0 delays.
Yep.
Yeah, this was supposed to be July to October.
Crazy, right? So yeah, definitely early.
I like that. I was trying to figure out what that was when I first saw those pictures. They put like the felt pads on there.
Yeah, because it actually fits in underneath his vest.
Yeah,
You like slide it up and under,
love
so
when they
that way
do
it doesn't break the paint.
that's good.
Pretty smart. But anyway, congratulations. I will have this live unboxing for you guys. Maybe Eric and I can do a double live, maybe. But anyway, I think it looks great. And of course, it pairs up with that Punchline piece, as we see here. Tells one heck of a story.
Another one that shipped very quickly. So hopefully this is a good sign of things being produced more quickly.
Yep. Good and bad for wallets, I suppose.
Yeah, that's true.
This was a tease by PCS. This is what was it, a quarter scale, right, guys? Quarter scale, Lady Death. That looks good. I think that'll be
awesome.
I think that'll be real popular.
Yep.
Yeah. So this is the only image we have of her so far, but hopefully we'll get more here soon from Ant and Company at PCS.
I like that portrait better than the 1/3.
I do too. I think it's a lot prettier.
I think there's more detail in this piece than the 1/3.
Yeah, I like the whole
At least
piece
what
in
you can tell
general.
from this.
Yeah, I do too. I think it's real nice. We got Galvatron here. This is a 1/10 scale piece, which will be pretty good size actually, from XM. So if you are a Transformers fan, looks good to me.
That's a good pose.
Yeah, these must be pretty popular for them.
That line looks really cool.
And it's that classic, you know, it's not the movies, it's the classic versions. So it's fun, looks good. Definitely has an XM feel to it.
Yeah, those things are big. I was looking at the cup on the bottom of the base. It's massive.
Yeah, I think I've got I thought I had an image of, yeah, maybe I thought I had an image of, oh, yeah, there's the cup, sorry.
Look at that cup. And
Yeah, it's big.
Wow.
Again, there's a close-up of the portrait. I like the colors on that one. XM's also announced that they are doing some Disney stuff. We got some Fantasia. Some people have not been really impressed when they looked at some of the paint applications on this. When they zoomed in, they just didn't feel like it was very good. But
It's fairly sloppy on certain faces, but other faces look great.
Yeah, like that one, not so much. But it's kind of a smaller piece, but it's really fun though.
Yeah.
Overall, I think it's awesome.
Yeah, it's something really neat from them. So obviously it's going to be a little smaller of a scale than they usually do, but excited that they're doing some Disney stuff.
Chris, is that something you would pick up for your family space?
Yeah, absolutely. I don't know if this particular piece, but you know, we have a lot of Disney franchises that we really love. This one reminds me of Fantasmic. Which we love that show. You know, it's one of our favorites. So I could see us getting that just for that. I would maybe depend on price point, but this would definitely be something I'd be interested in. I like it. I think it's a lot of fun. And definitely tells a story. But yeah, fun piece from them. Again, it's kind of small. Character-wise, the characters are really tiny. But the piece itself is probably the size of a quarter scale, wouldn't you say?
Yeah.
Here's that portrait that we got from Legendary Beast that we were talking about earlier. Kind of that Alex Ross style. So this will be 3rd scale, and then we also got the second portrait, which I think Jeff said it's a little bit more of Chris Reeves.
It just has a little bit of Chris Reeve in it, I think.
Yeah, maybe a little Jim Lee-ish, maybe a little bit.
Yeah.
But again, it's going to completely change the look of the statue, which is great.
So that Fantasia piece is only $500.
$500?
Yeah.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
Especially for XM.
When we're seeing this piece here, Superman, compared to that bust, I know it's different companies, but the first thing that screams out to me is the face it looks more square.
Yeah,
Because
that's
square
Superman.
jawline.
Both of these are Superman to me.
Right. I think that's what the other one was lacking.
Yeah. Maybe the butt chin. I don't know. It just
The butt chin.
yeah. This is from Iron Studios. This is a 10 scale, but I thought this looked really cool.
Mm-hmm.
Batman Beyond. Always cool to see pieces from them. Very stylized base. Kind of reminds me of the Sideshow stuff with the Spider-Man stuff.
Yeah, the forced perspective.
Mm-hmm. But I think the sculpt looks really great.
Yeah.
Again, a little bit sizable piece with the wingspan. It's fun. I threw this in here. They got more teases from McFarlane. I'm assuming these are all figures. I thought that Zatanna looked really good.
Yeah.
It does.
And the Two-Face was interesting. He's got a beard.
Huh.
Never seen that done before.
Jim Carrey the mask or something.
Yeah, something. But anyway.
It does look like the mask. That's
Yeah.
funny.
Yeah, it does. Somebody stop me.
Yeah, right.
This was posted yesterday from Hot Toys. They've updated the head sculpt of the Black Panther here. Man, I think she looks great.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
Yep.
It's a phenomenal head sculpt.
What scale is that?
This is Hot Toys.
Oh, hot dog.
Yeah, 6 scale. But I just think that looks just exactly like her. Really impressive. And it's got that cool light up effect thing. I don't know if it's just like
That's neat.
black light,
Wow.
but I thought that was really cool.
That's pretty cool.
And then this crazy guy, this is also Hot Toys. This is a die-cast piece of Black Panther, but look how crazy that is.
So, see, I remember that in the movie.
No. But looks cool. And he also, he turns into that.
It's like it's like Voltron.
Yeah. Kind of what it is. But anyway, I thought that was neat. Something different from Hot Toys, that's for sure.
That's pretty cool.
Kind of shows you how big he is. Also had a cool new Splinter from Iron Studios. Again, 10 scale. I thought the sculpt on him was fun.
I like the pose.
Yeah. I'm sure a lot of Turtle fans are happy. They're getting a new piece from the Ninja Turtles. Also had a new Cyclops. Not
I
bad.
mentioned in my group that I think a lot of people wanted this in a larger scale because they really like it.
Yeah, well, they are doing a lot of quarter scales lately, so maybe we'll still get one down the road, but who knows? Haven't updated. We saw this one in San Diego as well. This is also done by, this is PCS, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And so this is Chun-Li life-size bust. And this is the updated version, and I've got a side-by-side of what she looked like in San Diego.
Right.
So I think they've definitely improved her a lot.
Yeah.
A lot.
Yeah. The
That's a
face,
whole different
like,
statue.
yeah. Just really, really beautifully done. I thought she looked pretty good in person, especially the base was really cool. But yeah, I mean, this is definitely a big improvement. Really nice.
And that's all silicone, guys.
Yeah. Even
silicone.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Well, the
Really
one on the
nice.
right looks more realistic. The one on the left to me looks more like the video game would look like cartoonish. So I think they both look good, but
Yeah, I mean, it depends on which look you're going for. But definitely more realistic. This is the 6-scale Catwoman. We got more photos of her this week. I think she's still looking phenomenal. They said that the production on the 3rd scale is taking a little bit longer.
yeah, because of the hair.
Yeah. But still looks really great
Looks
to me.
good.
Yeah, looks really
Yeah.
good there. Looks just like her. I threw in a couple photos of this. The Joker movie wrapped this week. Got to see Lady Gaga's Harley Quinn and her going down those same steps. But what I've seen so far, I'm really excited about. I know not everybody's excited about it, but I like what I see so far. I think she looks pretty great as Harley Quinn. Something different.
Yeah, me
Yep.
too.
Yeah, I'm excited to see it.
Hey guys, thank you so very much for watching today, and if you're new here, please hit the subscribe button right here on the screen and check out these 2 awesome videos. I think you're going to love them. And also please join us on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. I would love to have you join in all the fun. Thank you guys so very much for watching. See you in the Batcave.